Whispers of Bolocboloc, they say there's a place in Barili, down a road that twists like a snake, shrouded by trees older than memory itself, a place the locals no longer speak of after dark. It sits quietly in Brgy, Bolocboloc, an abandoned military hospital left to rot. At first glance, it's just a ruin, crumbling walls, moss-covered windows, vines crawling where patients once lay. But if you listen carefully, beneath the rustle of the leaves, you'll hear something else. Whispers, footsteps, voices that shouldn't be there. The story begins in 1918, when the building first opened as a sanitarium. Soldiers returning from the war, weak from disease and wounds, were brought there. But Bolocboloc was not ready for war's ghosts. Disease spread fast, and many died inside those walls alone, fevered, delirious. Some say the doctors, desperate to control the outbreak, did unspeakable things. Operations without anesthesia, experimental medicine, body pits in the backyard. By the 1980s, it was converted into a farmer's training center. But that too didn't last long. Trainees complained of strange sightings. They left in the middle of the night, pale and trembling, swearing they'd never return. Then the hospital was left alone, swallowed by vines and silence. At least that's what people believed. The night I went inside, it was October when I visited. The air was thick, the sky heavy with unfallen rain. My flashlight flickered as I stepped through the rusted gate, the metal groaning like a dying breath. Inside, the air was colder. The hallways stretched in every direction, but each path felt wrong, like the walls were watching. I passed the surgery room first. The metal bed still stood, rusted but intact. A stained brown, almost black-marked the floor beneath it. It smelled like iron and old sweat. And then I heard it. Doc, asa akong anak. Doctor, doctor, where is my child? A woman's voice, soft, right behind me. But when I turned, there was nothing. Only the peeling walls and the hollow echo of my own breathing. I walked faster. In the wardroom, old beds leaned against each other like broken bones. On one of them, a shadow sat motionless. I shone my light, but the shadow stayed even when the beam passed over it. I whispered a prayer. The shadow whispered back, Ayo Pauli, Diriraka, don't go home. You stay here. My knees weakened, but I forced myself to move. Down the hallway, past the shattered window, past the room where they said the doctor hanged himself in 1921, unable to bear the screams anymore. I made it back outside, but before I crossed the gate, I looked back. They were watching me, faces in the windows, thin and pale, their mouths open in silent cries. One hand pressed against the glass, its fingers too long, its nails sharp, tapping the pain gently, like asking me to return. Some say the place is empty, but I know better. The hospital in Bolocboloc is not abandoned, it is waiting. And if you listen close enough, you'll hear the whispers too.